magagawa niya sa Farsa, lalo na kapag madaming balls doon and the gloom can actually eat away on the Farsa, it will force the Farsa to get away. Kapag na-pwersa nila ng ganun yun, Farsa, kailangan niya uli maghanap ng pwesto na safe siya. Kasi for sure, kapag umalis ang Farsa, hahabulin yan.
And you have to take note, it takes time to find that position and to actually have your cooldown reduced para sa side ng Farsa ng PSO dito. So they really have to be wary for that Lilia pick for the side of HFE. And syempre, they will be, for the side naman ng HFE again, they will be having the Grok as the main tank right here. And looking here as PLDT Smart Omega hovering up this Jawhead, they will be the one to actually lock that in, and we'll see kung kakayanin bang i-compensate ng Jawhead na to ang overall lineup ng PSO.
This is a brilliant pick coming out from the PSO sa totoo lang. Na yung Jawhead yung kukunin nyo, it actually gives enough time for Lilia to get caught kapag kakailanganin man. And Daniel dito, hindi siya makakatakas dyan kapag talaga siya yung sa kanya nag-charge. But on the other hand kasi, it's all about controlling yung mga course ng kalaban mo dito for the side of, what do you call this? HFE. You just need to take account for the Farsa, you need to take account for the 1-1. Kasi kapag sila yung unang dalawang natanggal, laging mapo-force to go back dito yung PSO. Pero, sa sinasabi kong yun, hindi ganun kadali yun for HFE. Just looking at the 3 utilities na meron sila dito and yung 3 tanky heroes na pinili nila, especially with the Lolita pa yung Luminon Blast, there is always a risk of the Luminon Blast hitting you kapag masyado kayo nag-overextend at hindi nyo pinansin yung Lolita.
Tama, and of course, more of that we will be seeing as game number 1 of our second match between Happy Feet Emperors and PLDT Smart Mega will commence right now shortly, and going to this mukhang mag-aabang sila ng maaga dito for the side of PSO onto the middle side. Pero syempre, going aggressive here as they will be showing the first wave of minions against PSO. And of course, alam nila na wala dun yung members and they will be just focusing on getting the ball.
Cave and the others dito, Haji, here just trying to get their own buff. Pero sabi nila Daniel, we still want your buff. Kami ang kuha niyan. Burn dito, they're just really trying to go for control. And Dogie dito, siya ang makakuha ng first blood. But Kenji on the other hand, with the flicker being forced out.
Yes, para makapag-tower hug siya dito. Pero again, talo naman ang isa, and they will be getting another kill here, which is a very good start for the side of HF because they are getting all of those taps, all of those gold na napupunta talaga sa pabor nila ngayon. And PSO a bit late in terms of response right here.
I actually remember dun sa aggression na ginagawa dito ng HFE. One of the teams na pinroduce ni Dogie, yung Aether main.
Yes.
Yung dating Aether main, yung pinakaunang Aether main. The very first Aether main. Na parang, ito yung level of aggression na binabato nila. And this is one of the playstyles na alam ni Dogie. At ito yung napa-champion niya, yung team na yon. So, kapag ganito yung takbo ng game, and I just feel that pwede nga ma-replicate dito sa game na ito ngayon.
Speaking of that, looks like this will be a very early level 4 for the side of X-Work right here. Just no hesitations in getting that tower dive. And syempre, they will also have a turret take for ups and grads right here. And gaya nga nasabi mo, this is, I think, a back-to-school strategy with a very new set of champion pools. So it's quite possible for HFE to actually turn this around to the side. Pero syempre, momentum-wise, nasa kanila eh.
And Haji dito, nahuli yung ibon mga kaibigan, hindi makalipad. PSO dito having a really hard time dealing with this lineup of HFE. Kasi ito yung sinasabi ng HFE dito. Sige, malakas yung team fight nyo, pero pag nag-laning naman kayo, medyo nasa alanganin kayo. So kami ang mas malakas doon, kami ang magiging aggressive.
Yes, and I like the transitioning of Happy Feet Emperors from one lane to another, just putting that pressure right here. And speaking of pressure, si Toshi dito forced to actually tower hug Luminon Blast will be used para ma-stun. Dito si Lilia right here, but look at that, Farsa able to use the ult and goes for that kill, pero hindi pa rin sila tatalo dito as si Hayes will be forced to back away. Pero si Burn will hit free hit to 1-1 dito, ladies and gents, at stun pa ni Lolita dito si Master. But again, going back right here, siya kukuha ng damage, but in exchange, Toshi took over si Hayes right here, still manages to flicker away in the nick of time. Si Van, siya naman ang delikado ngayon, and the Farsa will be using her ult again to go for that cleanup, which is, we are now seeing some signs of life here for Hajizi, but again, it's too early to say gold, HFE pa rin ang lamang. Pero again, resources is very important right now.
Farsa, grabe yung pwestuhan niya doon. Nakita mo kung gaano kalakas yung Farsa.
Yes.
The moment na compromised yung lineup dito or yung positioning dito na HFE, that's the time when the Farsa will actually destroy everyone inside ng HFE. Wala silang sagot doon. Si Daniel medyo maaga niya nagamit yung dash out niya. He couldn't really use it to get away just in time. And that costed them that certain skirmish.
They really used that mispositioning of the side of HFE to their potential. And si Dogie, nakita mo naman, was forced to use that black shoes just to go away to safety. And of course, we gain a bit of help right here. Actually, full help nga naman dito. Pero si Toshi still, siya pa rin tinutugiwan doon sa taas. But it's no matter because looks like he didn't have easy. Luminon glass, walang makuha, but it's okay right here because Dogie and Vern, tinatry nila i-show away dito yung dalawa dito sa side ng ating PSO. Again, going from the jungle side to the top. Let's see kung meron ba magkakaroon tayo ng pick-up dito.
Now, eto PSO dito, NHFE, yung 4 na members nila na nag-iikutan dito sa may mapa, maliban sa kanilang mga offlaners, these are very messy exchanges. Na parang lahat sila nag-aambaan dito trying to get the perfect setup and they will just try for, sabihin natin, a good setup pero hindi talaga nila magagamit yung katulad nito. But right now, the offlaners will be the one who's going to actually take the tempo. But right now, Guardian's Barrier, hindi aabon si Toshi dito mga kaibigan, and right now, Heath using the Glorious Pathway to get away. Heath, this enough? Is this enough to get you away from danger? And it will be enough. HGZ just using his skills. At yung ibon mga kaibigan, out of bounds! Out of bounds! Out of bounds! Oh!
Lipad balaya dito, pero syempre ang X-Borg makakakuha pa rin ng kill para sa sarili niya. And again, going back to what you said, that was a beautiful wild charge nga no, for Van right there, engaging the team fight and making a very good aggressive play for the side of Happy Feet Emperors. And syempre, they have to take it slow in terms of taking the objectives because it's quite risky if they would go for it with half health.
Alam mo, ito na nga sinasabi natin, kung basketball to, yung ginawa ni Haji, lumipat na yung bola doon sa kabilang team. Pero sa kasamahang palad kasi para sa side ng HFE, hindi kasi basketball to.
Hindi.
So ibig sabihin, HFE dito, they really need to keep the pressure going. 2 turrets are down for the side of PSO. They just need to take that 1 turret onto the middle lane. Just to secure their map, secure yung map nila dito.
Yes.
Habang nasa early game pa sila.
Tama ka dyan. Pero syempre nakikita natin ngayon na talagang magkakasama ang mga members ng Happy Feet Emperors right here. And they don't really want to engage in or a 1v1 or 1v2 fights because they know it's going to be risky onto their overall draft. Pero going back si Daniel dito, tamang kuha lang ng resources. Na-stand dito with denying that Luminon Blast right here. But again, Drive will be shutting down that Lilia as they corner out one of the core damages of Happy Feet Emperors. And syempre, they will be forced to disengage because they cannot afford another loss. But speaking of another loss, RJ will be using his own right here. Pero syempre, Heath, sakto'y kanyang kunat para
Daniel!
Daniel from the backlines will be trying to get the Heath and Hajizi right here. Pero buti na lang. No fighter kanina doon. Of course, it was predicted by the Bruno right here. At syempre, si Daniel will be forced to back away. Heath dito na trying to get the jump as much as possible. It's going to be a very messy fight right here, Butter.
Grabe yung ginagawa ni Daniel dito. Ang dami niyang crossover na ginawa. Si Ronaldinho, si Messi, lahat na ng football player na magagaling sumabi sa kanya dito mga kaibigan. But still, it is what it is. HFE dito, they really did their homework.
Yes.
Ang dami nila pinapakita kakaiba dito. Daniel with that very aggressive play. Wala akong masabi doon.
Yes, and it was a very predicted outcome talaga for Daniel right here. Alam niya kung kailan talaga magbabako yung Farsa and really chose to use that to his advantage, and it's demonstrated very well right here for the side of HFE. Grabe.
Yun yung mga oras na kala mo okay ka na tapos biglang sinipa ka pa uli. So parang ikaw na yung mismo naghahabol Ikaw na yung mismo naghahabol. Pero may mga times talaga na kapag kayo kalaban mo, alam niya na yung setup ng kanyang damage output, alam niya yung capabilities niya, talagang mapasok doon at talagang kukunin niya yung kill.
It was a very good calculation in terms of talagang in Bruno play right here. Pero going back, Kenji and Renegade dito mag-1v1 dito sa ating baba. Let's see, the charge will be used right here. And of course, the export makakukuha ng tatlong members dito. I was really getting out of the ring. A punishment for syempre more members of HFE to the rescue ring dito. Si Hajizi again going back to safety. Going back, Valier will be taking a kill of his own, but this is not going to be enough though for the side of PSO. Pero tignan mo naman sa top side, Butters, they will be trying to get that split push right here. Pero syempre to what cost, Hajizi with Lubricant still manages to go away, pero Bruno with that turn.
Eto na naman tayo sa mga ganitong setup mga kaibigan sa may taas. Tumutulak mga kaibigan si 1-1 at si Lolita, and this is one of the things, and that is going to be the arrival. That is one of the things na kailangan nila kumilita. W! Talagay sa sendings, W yung ops! Okay lang yan! Okay lang yan! Okay lang yan! Tamang init! Tamang init! Tamang init! Tamang init! Sa sobrang galing ng bawat team dito, kahit yung ops naligaw!
Na-confused din ang ating ops. Na-suspense at hindi natin nakita kung ano ang nangyari kanina, pero okay lang yan. Going back here, the top turret of Happy Feet Emperors is exposed. It was a very good split push for the side of PSO, but again, up to what cost, Butters? Because again, looking at the gold cap right here, nakakalamang pa rin ang Happy Feet Emperors, but we will see. The Lord is already spawned. Resources are being taken to and fro. So tingnan natin kung anong klaseng teamfight na ba mangyayari.
Alam mo, Zaya, kanina ganito din yung laban ng BRE tsaka ng CUW.
Oo.
Yung gold difference didn't really matter kasi may mga times na talagang dahil lang sa isang push o dalawang push o dahil sa isang mistake, talaga natatapos yung buong laro.
Yes.
So, I wouldn't really say that HFE has a hold of this game na dahil sila yung lamang ngayon in terms of kills, in terms of gold. Pero you have to take into consideration na split push na sila ng PSO dito with the Lolita and the 1-1. Magbigay pa sila ng isang ganung opening, open na yung base dito ng kalaban.
Yes, and of course that which will take into account na for the side of Happy Feet Emperors, talagang iwasan na nila mangyari yun. And of course, kakita lang natin kanina, no, Van forces to use his wild charge para hindi na siya ma-set up doon sa ating 4-man lineup ng PLDT Smart Omega onto that jungle side. Pero syempre, eyes on the prize. Both teams are eyeing out on the Lord side. Pero si Dogie right here forced again to use the Black Shoes para magkaroon siya na help. Pero si Hikito ang matatake. That will be used with a glorious pathway here. Ladies and just 1-1 for that free hit. And the Lolita though going for that slam with a kill of his own. Pero si Vern may ipit dito. But again, Hajizi with a good position to shove him away. And ladies and gents, numbers didn't matter for the side of PLDT Smart Omega as they take this Lord, and hindi pa sila magpapatumpik, will be taking at the middle turret anytime soon on their own.
PSO, they are taking down the Lord. HFE, may answer ba kayo? Merong last insanity dito. Si Master Energy, he can go go for the steal. And Vern dito will be the next target. Toshi dito will get that shot down. Killing spree para sa kanya. The Lord is gonna go down at the hands of PSO. My goodness. This is a back and forth, pero right now, masasabi ko na yung map control na side ng PSO.
Yes, I will agree with you on this one now, Butters, because we are now seeing some sides of a very online PLDT Smart Omega right here. Kumbaga, kanina medyo sila yung natatagdag, pero ngayon, sila na ngayon nakikita ng ating dominance in terms of map control at the same time in terms of objectives.
HFE, ano nga ba yung naging deciding factor nila dito para matanggal nila or mawala sa kanila yung kalamangan dito sa game na to?
I would say it was na-deny nila yung wild charge ni Van kanina. Kasi without that wild charge, kung nakita mo nga in the very first minutes of the game, maganda yung pagkaka-execute niya ng wild charge niya. But them denying and letting him force to use that to disengage and to go to safety, it only gave them that time of opportunity para makuha nga ang kinakailangan nilang i-focus for against HFE.
Pero eto na nga yung Lord, yung nagmamark siya na and medyo napayuto hindi na yung Lord. Pero hindi naman nagmamatter yan. He is trying to take down the members here for the side of HFE. Dogie dito nagamit na kanyang black shoes. Pero dun sa may pinakalikod, Van will go down. The Crocs dito at the second life. Wild charge to get away. Pero he will survive. And Genji and the others, they forced a lot of resources there for the side of HFE.
Yes, and I think the best way for the side of PSO to do is to take time. But speaking of taking time, Farsa here with a good position to get that Lilia right there. Kahit sa sarili na nilang base with the help of her range na naman, no? And going back, PSO just needs to take their time. They can't really rush this up because gaya nga sabi mo, resources were taken away and also skills. So this is actually a taking time for the side of PSO. And again, Farsa going back. Look at that damage na ini-inflict ng Farsa doon kay Vern right here. Glorious Pathway gagamitin dito para ma-stun.
Energy!
Si Energy! Gagamitin niya rin
Rival na!
Ayan na, last time he will be used again. Farsa, good position para sa kanyang ult right here. But again, Daniel trying to eye out Hajizi. Pero up to this was 4 people going against the Bruno right here. Si Vern dito na-stun muli. And 1-1 here just taking that kills to and fro with that free hit. And ladies and gents, one with the ult onto that base. And you have to take time here. Mukhang tatapusin na nga ng build dito sa Omega.
Wala na silang magawa dito kay Toshi. Nagwa 1-2 step na lang si Toshi dito. 1-2 step. 1-2 step.
Sumasayaw.
Sumasayaw na talaga dito. Nag-creep walk.
Oh.
Kung naging bata ka, alam mo yung creep walk. At yun yung ginagawa ni Toshi dito. And PSO will take game number 1. Ibang klaseng creep walk ang nakita natin dito.
Grabe, ginamit niya talaga si 1-1 ng malupet. 1-2, 1-2,
1-2 step, 1-2 step. Yun talaga yung kailangan mo alalahanin doon. But right now, PSO, they're just showing us that they're still the best team here.
And yeah, they're demonstrating it very well with a powerful game number 1.
And sa totoo lang kung dating mga previous patches to, na ganun yung performance ng HFE, they could have won that game.
Yes.
Pero kasi iba yung gold swing ngayon, iba yung jungle ngayon, at iba yung importance ngayon ng pagkakaroon ng magandang map awareness. Kasi sobrang daling mas-split push ngayon on the map. So, Haji, see, this wasn't really the best performance in terms of Farsa, pero
he was able to do
his job. Yun lang talaga. I just feel that Toshi dito was really the one who actually needed the time. Silent killer talaga. Kumbaga actually pareho naman sila ni Haji na silent killer kasi hindi sa salita pareho masyado. Pero alam mo yon, si Haji talaga dito, he had difficulty dun sa early game.
Yes, in terms of positioning.
The positioning kasi parang andali niya mahuli. Pero nung nakuha na nila yung kanilang pacing, it wasn't really the Farsa's job to actually get the kills. Ang trabaho po ni Farsa dito is to beat up the enemy team para kapag nahawakan ni Toshi, nahawakan ni Kenji, madali na lang nila ma-takedown yun.
Pero syempre, the MVP of the game for our game number 1, it's going to be Haze with the Lolita. Kill percentage of 54%. KDA 116 with a net worth of 79. Pero look at the building damage, 19. And the damage that he received, ang kanyang natanggap ay it's a whopping 36k.
Haze, wala tayong masasabi sa taon to. Lagi na lang ata MVP to.
No questions asked because he really demonstrated and proved his skills right here onto actually almost all of the seasons of the Nationals. So, no questions talaga.
Alam mo yun, parang may breakout player tapos merong Haze. Si Haze lagi nagbe-breakout. Hindi ko alam kung paano niya ginagawa to. But still, it is what it is. Game number 1 goes to PSO, HFE, match-up. Yung tournament, well, not really tournament life, pero yung upper bracket life nila dito, baka mawala na in just 1 game.
Yes, pero makikita natin kasi Happy Feet Emperor still has the chance to make it into a game 3, but we will see because we will be having a very short break and huwag kayong alas, Nationals will be right back.
And we are back for game number 2. Dito lang sa national season finale. And it's going to be HFE versus PSO. PSO taking game number 1. Very close match. Ano masasabi natin doon?
Well.
Well, okay, well.
Well, to me, we've seen both teams were both dominating. Pero syempre sa ibang time. With HFE, HFE was very dominating on the early phases of the game, but managed to table turn as PSO takes the lead onto the mid to late phases of the game.
That wasn't actually a table turn. More like a table flip.
Table flip.
Literal kasi na kung sa ibang dimensyon to nangyari to or sa ibang oras, ibang panahon, that could have been HFE's win.
Yes.
Not really taking anything away from them. They did great into the early game. It's just that this certain meta doesn't really need you to, win the early game just to get easy win. Kumbaga, magiging mas madali lang yung panalo, pero it doesn't really require you to win the early game.
Yeah.
Not as much as the previous
It
metas.
doesn't. It's not really the basis na okay, sure win ka na talaga just because you won the early phases of the game. But again, going back here now, the top picks for PLDT Smart Omega for the support is going to be the Kufra here again alongside with the Thumbs, with the win rate of 79% for the Kufra and 67% for the Thumbs right here. And para sa kanila one of the core damagers, it's the Chang'o with the 75% win rate, picked 8 times. The carry 7 times with a win rate of 86%. At yung isa pa dito ang Lolita nila with a win rate of 86%. And ang pinaka-most banned against the team is the Harith, the Kufra, the Grok, and of course the Bak.
And it's the picks lang talaga dito for the side of PLDT Smart Omega is to be expected. I just think that the Chang'o was just replaced by the Farsa.
Yes.
So, they really don't, parang alam mo yun, hindi ganun kalayo doon sa meta na pinauso nila nung Conference 2.
Yes.
Compared dito sa season finale. But for the HFE Emperors, I just feel na sobrang dami nilang kailangan baguhin in terms of playstyle. Bakit? Number 1 si Aeron medyo hindi siya naglalaro ngayon.
Yes.
So, they really have to change up or shake up kung ano man yung paniniwala nila dito. We did see Dogie on the mage with the Lilia.
Oh.
It really went well dahil ang galing nila mag-set up, mag-juggle ng turret aggro. But, considering the fact na you had that certain advantage but PSO just turned it around, that really says na PSO, hindi ka pwedeng tatamad-tamad sa PSO. Dapat gawin mo yung ginagawa mo buong laro. Kung hindi, babalik na rin nila yun with just one opening.
Yes, and the other thing that you have to take into account nga for the side of Happy Feet Empress is that they are known for the various hero pulls that they have. Pero they have to consider as well on how well do they actually use it in terms of the battle play. Kasi may times na gumagana, may times na hindi. Their unpredictability is also may times na uncertain. So it's a double-edged sword talaga.
Well, let's see. Alam mo, HFE dito, they really have a chance to win this game. Parang kumbaga, ano lang to. Ganito. Kailangan nila gawin yung ginawa nila ng game number 1 with better control of the lead.
With consistency.
With consistency. Na hindi sila pwede maging tamad na kahit isang minuto, kahit isang dalawang minuto, kahit dalawang minuto lang, hindi sila pwede maging complacent. Kailangan tuloy-tuloy, consistency hanggang sa manalo sila ng game.
At timing din ng position.
That is very tiring kung iisipin mo. Just 2 minutes of being consistent sa ginagawa mo. Kumbaga parang paulit-ulit mong gagawin yung setup.
But it is what it is. They have to do it for them to actually win the game. Kasi that is one of the main keys for them to actually, dominate the whole game.
Ayun nga yung sinasabi natin at times masasabi na lang natin dito na kung sino man ang may gusto talaga manalo, kung sino ang gutom, yun ang nananalo. PSO dito pinakita nila sila mas gutom nung game number 1. Game number 2, HFE, paano nyo babawiin to?
Yes, and again, for this will be the drafting phase for game number 2 between PLDT Smart Omega in the blue side and of course Happy Feet Emperors onto the red. And again, they will be banning out the Valir and of course Ling naman para sa side ng Happy Feet Emperors.
PSO dito, they're just shaping up yung kanilang meta, yung kanilang draft dito. They will just take out the Valir. They don't want to give it to Vern kasi kanina nakita nila kung paano yung naging setup
Your
dito.
team is
Na
banning.
isa lang naman yung requirement kanina ng HFE para pumasok dun sa mga dives. Kailangan tumama yung dalawang proc ni Vern.
Ni Bird. Oo.
Kasi kapag tumama yung dalawang proc ni Vern, that only means na matitake down nila yon kahit anong mangyari. Hindi makakatakas yun, hindi makapag-flicker yun kasi ang tawag doon is layering ng stuns. Kapag ka tumama yung pangalawang stack ni Vern, ang gagawin ng isa doon, mag-stun siya ng isa. Tapos kapag mawawala na yung stun, tsaka ile-layer ni Vern para mas matagal yung stun duration.
Your
Para
team
hindi na rin
is picking.
makatakas at para nga makasecure sila ng kill doon. And of course, going for our second bans for both sides of the team, PSO will be banning out the export. Na nakita naman natin kanina na effective ang mga last insanity plays for the side of HFE. And of
Highlights.
course, HFE knowing
Your
the
team is
damage na
picking.
binibigay nga ng Farsad, it is an active ban for our game number 2.
HFE on the other hand, they have the two picks here. They could go for a Kimi, they could go for a Granger. There's a lot of possibilities here for the side of HFE. PSO, we did actually talk about this na talagang high loss yung magiging priority pick nila dito. Just because whatever happens, laging merong control mage ngayon na pinipili. And a way to catch that control mage is with a glorious pathway.
Yes, syempre. At may dagdag din kasi na
Lolita.
movement speed nga naman
Your
ang binibigay
team
ng
is
isang
picking.
Hylos dito. And ang sagot nga ng Happy Feet Emperors with the first pick ng PSO is going to be the Lolita Kimi. Mukhang I think the Kimi here is going, of course, to opt to get as much resources as possible at maganda rin nasagot ang Lolita as to support this, but it still depends kasi ang hinohover ngayon ng PSO ay ang isang Bruno.
Haji will be picking that Bruno. I really like the Baksha.
Your team
Kasi-
is picking.
Si Baksha ano yung gagamit eh. Si Haze yung gagamit.
Oo.
It just seems fitting na pipiliin niya pa rin tong Baksha na to even though a lot of the teams are actually sleeping on Baksha. They really like the idea na mayroong Baksha dito. Because one of the things na dinadala ni Baksha sa game is the chase capability na meron siya. He can go to the backline ng madali na hindi siya kahit paano napipigilan ng basta-basta lang. And at the same time, kapag wala ka ng dash or wala kang flicker sa harap ng isang Baksha,
Selena.
Baksha has the capability to take
Your
you
team
down hit.
is banning.
Yes.
Oh, ganun siyang ano eh. Ganun siyang klase ng hero. Parang
Very
alam mo yun,
versatile.
very versatile. Alam mo kung sino naaalala ko sa kanya?
Sino?
Noong mga una. Si Kufra, ganyan din nung una eh. Si Kufra, na kapag matalbugan ka ni Kufra at meron pa siya ng talon, sometimes it's enough to take you down eh. Ganun siya kalakas na hero. Pero kasi nawala na yung potential dito ni Kufra na ganun. So, lumipat yung kay Baksha.
Your team is
But
banning.
looking here for the third pick of Happy Feet Emperors, the Selena will be up for grabs right here. Looks like they will be focusing more on the early game potential ulit for the side of Happy Feet Emperors. And ang third ban ng PLDT Smart Omega is going to be that Dogie. Very interesting.
Pero alam mo, ito na nga yung sinasabi natin dito na Selena is still on the side of HFE. HFE dito, they're on, sabihin na natin, position na parang ang ganda ng setup nila.
Your
Even though
team
Aeron
is
is not
picking.
playing right now with this phenomenal Selena play nung conference number 2, I don't really think it matters kasi alam mo kung si Vern yung gagamit nito, I just feel that Vern right now is really strong. At saka parang consistent siya eh. Bihira natin siya makita na talaga magkakaroon talaga siya ng tanso na game.
Yes, definitely. And for the side naman nga ng Happy Feet Emperors, they will be banning out the Lilia hero right here, which we've seen naman na, especially nung first match natin, kung gaano kasakit ang binibigay na damage. And this time, mukhang ang Happy Feet
Your
Emperors
team
ang
is
gagamit
picking.
ng Jawhead for this game number 2. So we will see kung... But to me, this Jawhead pick is good if performed well. Especially sa ating early phases ng game. Kasi if this Jawhead was able to, let's say, neglect one of the core damagers ng PSO, it's going to be, or sandwich them rather, it's going to be into their favor. But again, it depends.
It really depends, but I don't
Uy.
I
Charisma.
do not like
Your
HFE's
team is picking.
core picks with this certain lineup na lumabas sa PSO. they got the Esmeralda, they got the Terizla, they got the Baxia. Parang kapag sa ganitong pwestuhan at hindi talaga sa ganitong lagay, kung hindi maganda yung pwestuhan dito ng HFE, it just feels na parang lagi silang ipit.
I would agree actually kasi you have to take note that hindi lang actually in terms of survivability lamang ang PSO dito sa overall line. No. Pero you have to consider na ang pinaka-core damager ng PSO is the Bruno and syempre may Esmeralda din sila. They have, in short, PSO has a lot of crowd control that can actually deny kung ano man ang pwedeng initial strategy na ginagawa ng Happy Feet Emperors dito, which I think they plan on getting that early game dominance and slowly scaling through it. But maraming factors silang kailangan i-consider. Just looking at on papers, I would line up on the side of PSO simply because they have this very long survivability and they have a various amount of crowd control.
Parang alam mo yun, kahit makatama ng Abyssal Arrow dito si Selena, there's no way na parang kapag pumasok ka, madali lang sila i-take down na parang with a snap of the finger. Unless Selena gets a really good early game na makakuha siya ng 5 kills early on and just get ahead of the gold and the items.
5 seconds
I just
till the enemy
feel na it's
reaches
going
the
to be
battlefield.
very hard
Smash
for the
them.
side of HFE.
But we will
All
see if
troops
they will be
deployed.
able to execute the initial strategy that they have in mind as we will be proceeding onto the battlefield on the Light of Dawn with PSO versus Happy Feet Emperor.
Okay, pero alam mo, hindi naman mali din yung ginawa ng HFE dito. I just feel na talagang sanay sila sa ganitong setup at sa ganitong laban. He just needs to get the early pacing na hinahanap niya. And wala namang mali o tama in terms of pick. Sometimes you just have to look at the bigger picture at ganito yung inisip ng player. Pero alam mo yon, there are times talaga na hindi nagiging favorable yung pili.
And besides, Happy Feet Emperors is very known for its unpredictability. So it depends. Looks like Dogie here will be having a good harassment against Kenji right here. So it really depends talaga kung paano nila yung performance nila onto the game.
And case in point, with this, nakita naman natin that with that arrow hitting yung Terizla, if that was another hero na mas malambot, that could have been a kill.
Yes.
Pero hindi yun isang malambot na hero. Isa yung Terizla na meron pang damage reduction pagka bumababa yung buhay niya. Pero it doesn't really matter right now. Daniel, they're really trying to fight this. And look at this. Kanina pa, napagod na kakapindot si Daniel doon. And the damage output na ginawa niya, hindi ganun karakas.
It was not enough. It was not suffice enough to actually get almost half health against Hajizi or Keith right here. Si Kenji dito trying to just lurk right here. And looks like 4 to 3 ang magiging labanan dito. And Van here maiipit ng dalawang members of PSO. And Esmeralda will be getting that first blood, but the Selena will compensate as she kills the Halos right here. Si 1-1, tamang free hit lang. And looks like so far in terms of kills, it's on HFE. But was it worth?
The thing about it is, yes, it was worth on their side, for the side of HFE dito, pero they have to be alarmed. Alam mo bakit Kenji dito actually hitting that turtle, the crab, wala na ginagawa yung NJ dito with the flicker out. Will he get away? Naiipit na siya dito. And one more hit ng NJ dito with the proper timing. And look at this, Renegade! Actually outplaying the people here, pero si Hayes, nakaikot, tinamaan siya na Abyssal Arrow, pero nakaikot siya, and that doesn't stop.
And look at that falling storm right here, si Dogie will flicker out, pero again, 3 members of PSO will be able to get that counter, pero si 1-1 onto the top side will be having 1 kill, but into exchange, Luminum Blast gagamitin, pero hindi pa rin makakapatay dito as Esmeralda goes for another kill with the help of her ult.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Look at the great play right here as Kimmy goes for the ult. Good prediction coming from Renegade.
Tinatawag na, Kobe! Yun yung tinatawag na fade away 360 pointer, fade away shot, Kobe! At sana nalagyan, hindi natin alam, pero it was enough to take down me. Sasabihin ko na sana the unkillable angkad. Buti na lang hindi ko sinabi. Kasi merong
Jinx ka.
may racket na dumating. Pero
Pero
si
parating na package.
ito na si Hayes. Gusto na naman sakit ang ulo nito.
Oh, yan na nga again. Going back to 3 members though ng HFE doon, and they will be securing that turtle, and the glorious pathway will be used right here against HFE, but up to what cost, walang natama ng araw here, and Bird will be going for that kill. And again, 1-1 doon sa may top side, but dito naman sa ating baba, Esmeralda will be having another pick up right here. Ladies and gents, it's a battle kill.
Alam mo, tinatawag nga natin, ang sinasabi nga natin dito is si Kenji, usually ang trabaho niya dito, he is the sacrificial lane.
The
Launch
sacrificial
attack!
The sacrificial lamb for the side of PSO. He will try to get his own items, his own XP, his own levels, na lagi siyang nasa alanganin, na lagi siyang nasa danger na
Danger
pwede
zone.
siyang mahuli at pwede siyang ma-take down. It doesn't really matter if you take down Kenji right now. I just seen this a lot of times before, na kahit papatay mo si Kenji ng ganito, it's not going to even matter. And Heath dito mga kaibigan, oh, look at that
Oy!
dad!
Again, looking right here at Heath. Backshot will be getting a kill from that Selena, pero si Joy dito, and the Turismo in that penalty zone will be able to control the members of the HFE, and Bruno will that free hit. Ladies and gents, it was a good response for the
Yes,
members.
yes!
And dito, papashotdown ka ng 1-1 dito, ladies and gents. Okay lang kahit mamatay siya, pero
Buhay pa
buhay
rin!
pa rin!
Buhay pa rin!
Pero
Kala ko
yung
buhay pa-
Kimi, makaka-free pa rin, but the Bruno, in exchange, will be getting the Lolita, and this is a much more favorite play on the side of PSO as they will be taking this one while falling.
Ayan na yung tala! Nilabas na!
Si
Nilabas
Dogie
na yung
pa
tala!
out.
Tala dance challenge! Wala.
Wala muna
Grabe
pala
siya.
dance challenge dito kasi na-short siya sa mana, pero it's okay. It was enough to disengage and to force the members of Happy Feet Emperors to back away dito, and syempre up for grabs for the side of PSO to take as much turret and resources as they can.
Hayes dito just doing a phenomenal job of actually controlling
Turtle
kung ano man yung
resurrecting
kinokontrol
soon.
niya dito. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, ang kinokontrol ni Hayes dito, kung nandito kayo sa may studio, yung sigawan ng tao, at saka
Intense.
yung game,
Oo.
yung mga kalaban niya.
Tayo
And
din
it's the certain pacing na pinapakita ng PSO dito na it's really, sabihin natin, it's really mind-boggling na kung paano nila napapatakbo yung mga ganitong setup. Ito na nga sinasabi natin, Hayes was born to play ML. Kumbaga, second nature niya na tong paglalaro ng ML at a very high level.
Yes.
And it just shows na talagang alam niya kung ano ginagawa niya.
Oo, and if you could really look closely dito, and I'm thinking that Falling Star will be used. Pagkas ni Heath doon, a very clean skirmish fight right here. Mercy Burn, mukhang mapapa-tower hug, but up to what cost, look at that damage coming from the Esmeralda with the help of the Ring of Punishment. Dito ni Kuya mo, Hylos here, and the Bruno takes that cleanup. It is looking very good for the side of PSO. At yung sinasabi ko nga kanina, no, PSO has this good patience na hindi sila nagmamadali in terms
So,
of
hinahabol yung Kimi.
fights. And
Hinahabol yung
ayan
Kimi.
na naman si AD dito. Nas na
Hinahabol
naman
yung
si
Kimi.
Renny J dito. And si GZ nakataway, nakabantay dito. At mukhang makakakuha pa sila ng isa pang kill dito. Try their best, but
Mega kill!
we are seeing this Esmeralda with that help of the Hayes Baksha right there.
HFE dito, they're not really that hot in terms of getting a comeback. And this is probably the first one-sided game!
Oy!
At sinipa mga kaibigan ni Pilyang husband! Dito,
Do you like Messi?
wala, do you like Messi? Wala, talagang nagkakapihitan na talaga tayo dito. Right now, Joehead is just trying to throw everything. Van dito, he's just trying to control, pero nagsisigawan na yung mga tao dito. Si Hayes, wala pa kaialam, nag-drawing siya mga kaibigan sa may lupa. Yun lang yung ginagawa niya.
At tama nga na lang, they see me rolling talaga
They
to
see
si
me
Hayes
rolling.
dito eh. Pag nakita mo talaga mapapatakbo.
Ayun,
Falling
ayun
Star
na.
mo gagamitin dito. And again, si Bruno with that beautiful cleanup. At hindi na
Oh
sila
my God.
papatumpik-tumpik pa.
Oh
Ladies and gents,
my
mga tatampo
goodness.
sila nila. Ang game number 2 na ang ating upper bracket. Pero mukhang na-execute ang isang member. Dito si Bruno, winandas, gagamitin. Masastan ang dalawang tank ng ating PSO. Pero masashoutout pa ni 1-1 ang isang member ng PSO right here. Pero syempre, the penalty zone ay gagamitin. At yung Teres na makakapatay pa ng isa. At yung Milo si the help of the Ring of Punishment.
Si Daniel,
Makakakuha pa ng dalawa.
Si Daniel, mag-isa na lang dito. Sige, tusukin mo, Daniel. Oh, Hayes dito just tanking it up, and Hayes dito nagkamali. Biting up for the Pikachu. Hayes will go down, and that is the kill going to the side of HFE. I don't know what's happening. They had a lot of time to get out of there. Things weren't really looking good on their side, pero pinilit pa rin nila.
It was a moment of mispositioning na tinake advantage ng Happy Feet Emperors doon. It was, let's say it was enough time for them to defend their base right here. Pero syempre, this is going back to sa sinasabi ko kanina that PLDT Smart Omega is just taking time here. And look at time, 8 minutes in. Dogie with another objective right here. It looks like it, in terms of map control, nasa side ng PSO. But again, the fact that the HFE members were able to defend in that crucial point, it only goes to show na may pag-asa pa sila in terms of late game. They just have to find that good positioning na pwede nilang i-throw off ang broom.
And Dogie dito just waiting for the right time. Bulwark dito was forced out. Kasi alam niya pag hindi siya nag-bulwark doon, he is in for a world of hurt. And Burn dito will be the casualty that probably opens up the base dito ng HFE for the side of PSO. And Seiya, may chance pa ba dito HFE to turn this around?
I guess depends kasi the risk of going too much. But look at the damage from Dogie right there. Naka-force back to base ni Dogie doon. But again, going back sa sinasabi mo, they might have the chance if again they manage to get this Dogie. Pero this is like a needle in a haystack. Bothers.
A needle
Getting
in a haystack.
Dogie, one of the core damagers. At kung papansinin mo pa, pinapalibutan siya ng mga semi-tanky heroes and tanky heroes as well. It's another si Hayes, it's another si Heat, at si Tarizline with that looking here.
Ay, that's it!
Ay, hindi umabot.
Pero tatandaan mo, meron ng kasabihan. 0.001 chance is better than no chance at all.
Tama ka dyan.
Kumbaga, to 0.001, you can still make ways for that to actually happen. Pero HFE dito, yun yung ginagawa nila. They're trying to make that happen.
At kailangan nila mag-ingat dito kasi si GZ nag-falling storm but still enough to go back to the race right here. Medyo messy ang skirmish fight si Daniel. Tamang free hit lang dito kay Heat, but they have to be careful kasi calling mali lang ng HFE
resurrecting
can
soon.
be the final clash.
Pero alam mo si Dogie dito, sipang-sipa eh. Oh.
Tamang resource take lang, which is very important naman for his end right here. At si Hayes, tamang they see me rolling lang
Ay,
dito.
dalawa.
Ay, hindi. Pasiklab lang yun, tinatry lang. Siyempre, unahin muna nila yung Lord as an objective. Take si Kenji dito, na stun ng 1-1 and Daniel was able to get that kill. But again, the Lord in exchange for that objective takes si Vern mag-isa muli laban sa 4 na members sa PSO. Magpapaplikar pero hindi pa sapat as the damage output of that Esmeralda is just big. Siyempre, mapipick off the shine again. Masustan dito si Hayes. But again, he's a rolling guy right here.
Alam mo yung ginagawa dito ni Hayes? Alam mo yung sa village nyo, yung nag-ronda. Yung nag-ronda.
Ako nga, kala ko Beyblade eh.
Pagkagabi, yung nag-ronda lang.
Oo.
Eh, yung ginagawa ni Hayes. So, tapos, kakausapin niya, oy, ano yan?
Yung tanod.
Ano yung ginagawa niya dyan? Kung masama yan, ah. Parang ganun.
Oo.
Kumbaga, hindi na siya checkpoint dito.
Yung mga nahuhuli kapag ka medyo nagpasa sa curfew.
Oh,
Pero again, Luminon Blast will be used with that flicker. Heat will only be the one to get caught, but the Lolita will have to pick off of his own Glorious pathway. Gagamitin for that additional movement speed. Pero si Daniel dito, mukhang mapapatay ko siya ni Bruno right here, and the Lord will be exposing the base ever so. And this is a good opportunity for the members. Si Hayes dito, makukunin naman ang isa, but the other members are just busy split pushing para makasecure nga naman exposure. But the Jawhead here is able to get that.
Yung Lord nandun pa rin si Hayes dito. Iniikot-ikutan si NJ. Iniikot-ikutan si NJ. And that is going to be it. PSO winning this series with ever-dominating 2-0 fashion. This is the PSO we know. This is the PSO you love.
Yes.
And wow, what a game, what a series.
Definitely. This game number 2 is a very different scene kumpara sa ating game number 1 kanina. So, kumbaga dito sa ating game number 2 na it's more of a really one-sided. Kasi unang-una sa lahat yung draft. Pangalawa, the way that Hayes really controls the members of Happy Feet Emperors is just surreal.
Ayun na nga sinasabi natin dito. PSO just having the game of their lives and HFE dito. Kung yung game, kung yung first match natin sa kanila nung conference to grand finals, it was a 2-3-0 then. PSO is just showing that they're really the best team right now.
Yes.
And if you want to stop their Grand Slam, kailangan mo dumaan sa butas ng karayom.
Needle on a haystack.
Needle on a haystack. Iba yung butas. Okay, laging karayom yung nilalagay natin.
Lagi karayom. Kasi risky nga naman eh. High risk, high reward eh. Pero again, going back to the stats right here, the dominating performance for Toshi as he gets a more contribution in terms of the turret takes. And syempre, meron din naman for the side of HFE, which was the 1-1. It was just that hindi naging sapat ang overall drafting picks in terms of the side of HFE. But again, the MVP of the game for our game number 2 is none other than Hayes with his backshot with a kill percentage of 65%, KDA 4311. Let's fast forward here. The damage that he received was 58,000.
Okay, pero alam mo si Hayes dito, no-brainer, MVP of the game.
Self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory kung anong ginawa niya doon, kung paano niya binunggo lahat ng kaya niyang bungguin doon. Kumbaga, paramdam ko yung, kung sa totoong buhay niya ginawa, yung lisensya na Hayes dito, hindi niya na makiklaim. Sobrang daming traffic violation na ginawa niya dito sa game na to. Pero still, that was a very good showing from PSO. And at least na level na yung isang grand finalist natin dito. Na expected na natin kung ano yung level ng isa. Ano nga ba yung mababatong level ng isa dito? Which is malalaman natin next week kasi magkakaroon mo tayo ng semi-finals.
Yes.
Lower bracket finals para malaman natin kung sino ba ang makakuha ng slot papunta ng grand finals natin dito. That is going to be between Bren E-Pro and Happy Feet Emperors.
Yes.
But we will be heading to a very short break. Kami ni Seiya dito ay magpapahinga muna ng onte. Masyadong intense yun. At maraming salamat at magbabalik ang the national season finale. Diyan lang kayo.